G'day guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today we've got a very special guest, Werribee Scott Carlin. Firstly, thanks for jumping on, Scott. Get a bit of a backstory on yourself.
No worries, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it. Yeah, sort of started a while ago for me when I was juniors and that. Played all my footy through Lake Juniors up until the under-16s. And then I sort of tried out with the Rebels and that and just followed that pathway that led me into, my TAC Cup under-18 year, then followed through to senior footy with the Lakerland. Had a year up here, so it's going well.
So you obviously had a successful, career so far. What got you into footy and at what age?
I was always sort of interested in all sports, so I loved playing me basketball, footy, and all that sort of sport when I was younger at primary school. So it was just natural for me to keep going on with it.
So you just mentioned playing your juniors at Lake. What was that like there and as a club, I guess?
Yeah, it's home. Love the club and all that. Always be home for me. We weren't very strong in the juniors, but it was good. I always sort of played one or two matches a weekend, just sort of filling in for the team above me, whether it was the 18s or 16s if I was younger. Pretty much footy, Saturday, Sunday. It was good.
So you obviously went to St. Pat's for school. What was your experience with St. Pat's?
Yeah, it was really good. I liked my time there at St. Pat's. I come up, I did my schooling at Mercy Regional College from year 7 to 10, and then decided I'd come up to St. Pat's to do my year 11 and 12 year, which is pretty big move for me at the time. I was just sort of leaving all my friends and family. I didn't know many people in Ballarat at the time. Only just a few boys that played Rebels under 16s with, so it was a massive decision for me. But I ended up taking the decision and went to the board now. And that was a really good experience. I loved every minute of it.
So St. Pat's obviously first 18s, big thing. What was your experience like? You played first 18s and vice captain the side.
Yeah, it was an honour to vice captain the side under Jake Bowman in my top 8 year. But school footy was real good. Just got to play with your mates during school. It was unreal. The first year when I was 17, we went real well. We won the Bass Grand Final against Clarendon, and then went on to playing the semi-finals, getting to the Herald Sun Shield. We ended up making that against St. Bernard's. We played on Simmons Stadium down at Geelong there. And it was just probably the worst weather conditions I've ever played. Just rain, hail, wind. And ended up probably beating us by only 10, 11 points. So that was disappointing. Then the following year, sort of the same story. We made to the grand finals on the MCG. It was just a real big game for us to try and beat them, St. Bernard's, but they were just too good again. They had a real strong team that year.
So with the vice captain role for the first 18s, was there like any added expectations or like pressure that you had on your shoulders?
Yes and no. I reckon it was sort of peer voted, so it was honour for my peers to sort of vote me like that. But it was. I just like sort of leading by actions and that, just on and off the field. I don't know, just relationships with most players, sort of what I like to do.
So you mentioned playing in the Herald Sun Shield. What was that like to, step out in the MCG for the first time and play on the G?
Yeah, it was unreal. I remember being down in the rooms beforehand, all your mates are there. Howard Clark gave us the big speech, all real pumped, and then just walking up the race, it was unreal. Yeah, and then by the end of the probably third quarter, it started to fill up the crowd because there was a curtain raiser. I think it was Port Adelaide and Collingwood, so the crowd was filling up and the schools were both there. So it was real good.
Yeah. So you mentioned playing Rebels. Do you feel that there was any, added expectations or pressure to, perform better?
Yeah, I guess so. I played the bottom 8 years of the Rebels and played all the games, and that which was real good. You learn a lot of just experience playing at the TAC Cup level, and then followed into my under 18 years. So, I guess so, but I didn't really think about that. Just sort of went out and played.
Yeah.
So you got picked up by Werribee. What was that like when you first got told that you were going to play for him?
It actually all happened pretty quick. I was in school, and I was playing with the Rebels, and I got a phone call off maybe Phil Partington just the Tuesday before, maybe the morning of we had training that night, and he said, "Oh, wherever you're keen to give you a run this weekend, it's 23rd man." And he said, "I'll talk to you more tonight and train." And he let me know that it was a go. So I ended up going down to train on the Wednesday and Thursday with one of the other Werribee players who was from Ballarat at the time. He was travelling down there. We travelled down together and done a couple of trainings. And then, I played the first game against, it was North Melbourne. So it was a pretty big rivalry game for him, as it was the first year out of both standalone clubs, because they used to be merged. It used to be North Melbourne and Werribee in the one team. So, it was a big rivalry match. We ended up getting the win. It was, a real good experience playing that at a young age.
First game, like running out there with your teammates and then kicking your first goal, like in the same game.
Yeah, I was just running out. I just remember just taking it all in. Just sort of was pretty good players down at Werribee. Like they're all real good players and that. And I think I might have started on the bench. I was just sort of hoping to get a few kicks and that, but let alone, got on the ground, and within the first few minutes, I remember and went straight to, I was just down on the forward flank or something. Then kicked a goal in the first 5-10 minutes. Sort of gave me a bit of confidence the rest of the game.
What was it like when you got given your jumper before the game?
Good. Had mum and dad there, and maybe my brother and sister. Got a bit of a speech for it, so it was good. Just an honour to sort of play at that level, and that was good.
Thanks, Scott, for coming on for a chat for this week's episode. Don't forget to go check out our Insta with all the links in our bio. Also, go check out Scott's Insta, which will be tagged in our recent post. Cheers, guys.
Thanks very much for having me. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.